Tesla bounced today about 5.5%, which was very surprising given the not so good but not so bad delivery numbers that came out. In yesterday's video, we did a full breakdown talking about the next 6 to 12 months and the bigger timeframes for Tesla. We went over the best case scenario, the worst case scenario, and why I think there's a very good chance that we are still going to hit all-time highs. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the smaller time frame and why I ended up buying calls for August. Now, the calls that I ended up buying today were based off of our daily BX hybrid bot. You can see that our trading bot ended up taking a position today at market close because the daily BX trender closed light red or higher lows. If we were to follow this trading bot for the past 26 months, we would have a return of 137% with only a 34% win rate. So we are going to be losing, or we're going to be wrong significantly more than we're going to be right. So it doesn't mean that just because this criteria is met, that price is going to break out. I'm actually expecting to lose money on this. But what makes this so successful is that our average win, so the 34% of the time when we actually break out, we get an average return of 15%. When we lose, which is the majority of the time, we have about a 3.5% loss. So I'm not expecting this to be a strong indication that this is the bottom. I'm more so getting in because if this is the bottom, on the rare occurrence that it is, I think that we could see a significant breakout, and I want to be a part of that. Now today, I ended up closing out a $12,700 profit, and the last time that I traded short-term calls on Tesla was back here on the 27th when we took a $52,000 loss. If we take a look at the position that we entered today, you can see our expiration date for these calls is 8/15/2025, $320 strike, and we ended up entering right before the market closed. If you want access to everything I use to trade, the exact indicators that you are seeing in this video, the step-by-step system that I use to spot high probability setups, exactly how I manage my risk, find my targets, and more importantly, when I exit, I'm giving it all away for free. There's no credit card, no fluff, just real tools, real training that actually works. You can get it right now for free by using the pinned link on my X account. And if you're watching on YouTube, within the description of this video. All I ask in return is that you subscribe to the channel and, more importantly, implement the system I'm giving you and not try to shortcut things like 99% of other people. Now, the reason that I went with these calls specifically is because if we look at the data, the average length of these positions that are normally going to be held in the BX hybrid bot is basically 5.7 trading days. So let's just bump that up to 6 trading days. Now, you have to remember that is not 6 actual calendar days. Those are trading days. So normally we're going to have 5 trading days per week. So for every 5 trading days, that's going to be 7 actual calendar days. Now, this week we have a half day tomorrow because of July 3rd, and then we are off entirely on July 4th. Then July 5th is going to be a Saturday. July 6th is going to be a Sunday. So I didn't want to go with something that expires within the next couple of weeks because we're going to be paying a lot of theta decay. I wanted to go at least 45 days till expiration. The way that I normally time my options, and in our free courses, which you can get down below, in the Options Beginner Simplified course, I go into this in more detail. I normally take the length that I think that this is going to take in order to break out, and then I double it. So if I think it's going to take 15 days, I'm going to go with 30 to 40 days. If I think it's going to take 60 days, I'm going to go with 120 days. This is because I do not want to deal with theta decay, or at least aggressive theta decay. And the thing you have to understand is that even when the market is closed, you are paying theta decay. So with the market being closed an extended period of time this weekend because of the 4th of July, it means that we are going to be paying even more in theta decay. Now let's talk about this setup here on the daily chart. You can see that trading this over the past couple of weeks, we would have had a 10% profit here, a 16% profit here, followed by 3 losses in a row. Now, once again, the losses that we have sustained were very small considering the significant profits that we get when we're actually making money. You'll see our daily BX trender here in the middle pane closed high or low. That is the minimum that we need to see. The weekly BX trender is holding green, which means buying pressure is still coming into the stock. And I think that there's a good chance that we're probably going to at least push back up to this $350 level. From there, we have to break this resistance trend line. And if that happens, you'll notice how thin volume is on the volume profile from $350 up to $400. I think that if this breakout occurs easily in the next month, we could push about 30%. Now, the worst case scenario here, which I'm completely okay with, is that price actually rejects off of 330 to 342 and then pulls back to that worst case scenario we talked about in yesterday's video of $240. And now, of course, if that occurs, which we have no control over, then we will quickly stop out of the position, take the loss, allow the stock to continue to slide, and then re-enter once our criteria is met once again. And that's it, team. Either the position hits or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. My position sizing for this trade is $73,000. And within my main fund, we're trading with about $3.2 million. So I am trading with a very small amount of capital considering how big the fund currently is. And even in my smaller funds, such as the Daily BX fund, I ended up going in with 2 of those $320 calls, which is about $5,000, and that fund trades with about $200,000. So no matter if I'm trading with millions, hundreds of thousands, or even if I was trading with $50,000, I'm not taking a massive amount of risk with my position sizing. There's just no need to, especially since we know that the chances of us actually making money on this next trade are pretty small. So I hope this video helped, guys. Thank you for all of the support. I'll see you guys next time.